Welcome back to the Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show. Shit, we are the number 2 podcast on the airwaves today, ladies and gentlemen. Big hand for Big Mike Ravid, who is the monster who put together that opening for us. That got us in the mood, got us banging, got us thumping. Anyway, so we're going to be laughing, joking, poking fun, and ridiculing all the stupidity that surrounds us. We got a great show in store. But first, down to the end of the console, my friend, my buddy, Big Mikey P. How are you, fella? How's the rash?
Fantabulous. I've run out of ointment, though.
You know what? If they say it, it'll go away in a couple of days.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
just
like
get a little
60
ointment
days.
for it. How you doing, fella?
I'm doing wonderful,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
I'm great.
yeah,
Well,
I
as
mean,
great as you can be in the middle of the zombie apocalypse.
That's right. And we should, we had a little hiatus, you and I. I mean, we
did.
haven't seen you in a week because I had to drive down and do a little road trip to the
Yes.
zombie apocalypse epicenter here of New York City.
That's right.
Dude, we got a lot of stuff going on today.
That's awesome.
We have an unbelievable show for you. You know why? Because we have 2 of the most beautiful women that I have in my life, and I know and I love. I've got the actual Riblette has made an appearance. The reason why I went to New York City was to go down and get my beautiful child.
Bum, bum, bum,
Hello.
bum.
Hello, there she is.
I'm the kid.
Yeah, you're the kid.
I'm here. I'm on the phone.
Not on the phone. That's right. It's live and in color. And there's lots of color. I don't know if you know this, Mike, but when I was, let's see, I was about 29. I fucked a peacock.
You fucked a peacock.
Look at her hair.
Oh, cool.
No, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
shade of blue. I love it. It's
I
gorgeous.
I love that blue.
Hi, Tina. And then I got beautiful Tina Sheridan sitting next to me, right next to me. I love it. We're not practicing social distancing.
No,
No reason to.
No.
No
I'm
reason
sorry.
to.
I can't.
You can't.
We
Keep
keep
your
holding
face
hands.
close. Yeah.
Oh, focus on.
So how are you doing? You're working, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Slinging
people-
mortgages.
people are still buying houses.
Yeah. That's it's changed. The environment's definitely changed for real estate agents, hasn't it?
It has.
Good or bad? You think? For
Oh,
the better?
right now it's definitely bad.
Yeah.
But if you're creative and you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
we
You
can
get a
it done.
drone. You do walkthrough
Absolutely.
videos.
A
Yeah.
drone.
Yeah.
This is Tina's drone.
I don't even
Please
need
come into the open
I'm
house.
talking about the flying helicopter thing. Jesus Christ,
And that's
Mike.
funny because I write the mortgages. So what the hell do I need a drone for?
That's right. Why would
Right.
you?
Why
yeah.
not though? Why
Yeah,
not?
Mike.
I'm
What
getting
are you
Sign the
doing?
paper.
Pay attention, would
It's
you?
going to be a business expense now.
That's right.
Well, because I read that 57% of the people who have been furloughed, or I'm not actually furloughed, but the people that are forced to go home and work, that the virtual office is set up in their houses,
Right.
57% of the population do not want to go back to the office.
And
Makes
that's
sense.
not such a bad thing.
No,
What's
well-
tough right now is they've just changed things. So if you are fully furloughed, well, you're still getting paid, but you're not in the office at all working.
Right.
We can't use that. But you're right. I think things are going to change moving forward for the workspace.
Absolutely.
It's going to look completely different.
Yeah, why wouldn't it though? You
Right.
know what I mean? And I think that's for some people it's a great thing. Now,
Right.
Kelly, she's going to lose her mind. She's going to kill somebody,
Oh
and
my
I'm
God.
probably first on the list.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
You are.
Yeah,
Sure.
there's no question. I am. There's no question.
You'll be looking back fondly on having a wounded foot.
Yeah, right. I know it's better than 2 black eyes and a broken nose. Yeah. So, but Kelly's getting furloughed. But the way they're doing it at the U of R, she has between now and July 31st, she has to take 3 weeks off.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
She-
is
she
that her
gets to-
vacation?
It's
No,
forced,
they're
it's
n-
forced
they're- it's-
PTO.
It is, but
It's
it,
forced PTO.
right. But she qualifies for unemployment, so she's actually making like $1,800 more, getting 3 weeks more vacation a year.
That's bizarre.
It's unbelievable. It's like, well, okay, how does this work?
Yeah,
you know what I
I'm
mean?
not. I see it working out. I mean, everything's kind of whacked.
Right.
Totally.
Socialism?
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's just nothing
Well,
makes sense. Well,
that's not.
I
Well,
don't-
this is
I
not
don't
a
even-
political show, Tina.
I don't even
Just
think it's
saying.
that. I don't think that's even that.
I just wonder if they really know what they're doing. They're just throwing stuff at it and trying to keep everybody
Yeah.
going.
That's been pretty much the. I
Yeah.
think that's really how things have been run for a long time.
Yes.
Now we just see it. It's kind of
That's how I
like
became a
somebody
grown-up.
pulled the curtain back.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and everybody went, "Oh shit! Oh, nobody actually knows what they're doing. Oh my god!"
Shocking.
And you just saw that thing today. The new report comes out. They're like, yeah, pretty much everything we did doesn't make any fucking sense and really doesn't work.
No.
All the people that are coming in have been locked up in their homes for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck? You know what really it is? Nobody wants to say, we just don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
We just
True.
don't know.
And there's, you know what, in hindsight, I mean, there's a lot of things that we could have done, that they could have done, we should have done. I mean, you and I qualified for $10,000 for our business through the SBA. We
Right.
got $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
1,000
we got
fucking
$1,000.
bucks.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, boy.
1,000 bucks. It's a half. It's not even half.
I
of
thought I
my-
made an
my
error in my-
rent here.
I honestly thought I made an accounting error. I was like, wait a minute. Where did that come from? You know? And now 10,000, I know it wouldn't have been an error. I'd have been like, that's a good day. Be like that guy
I had
that
to throw a
got
little mic in there.
what was that guy? Yeah, and you got to lay off. There was a lot of car crashes.
There was a lot of Mike. That's not my problem. That's your problem.
no.
You said I got to lay
Uh,
off. No. You get the car crashes every time you
Oh,
say
fuck
something
that.
stupid.
I need my own goddamn button.
Nope, no buttons for you.
He does need a button. I'm going to vote for Mike to have a button.
Thank you.
There's a good thing that
I
this is
love
not
you.
a democracy.
It's a benevolent dictatorship.
Yep, I am the
Sometimes.
stupidest human of them all, so I get to choose.
Well, this,
King of the stupid.
I cannot.
That's the
dispute
announcement
that.
I was going to make today.
You're the king of stupid.
I am the king of stupid.
Well, at least you're a king.
Yeah, I know. It's hero. I could have been the hero, but I wanted to be king. I thought
Yeah.
king would. That is a nice ring. King
Your
of the
crown is a
stupid.
dunce cap.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
It's right. No, it's one of those orange cones. I don't even get a dunce cap.
It's a missing rope cone. He's like, here's my hat. There's another hat. Somebody's got my hats all the way down.
All the way
fucking
down the
highway.
road. There are my hats. I love that. I mean, it's needed, but I think that was like a training tool, not to keep people on the road, but like,
Yeah.
the guys that they were training to be flagman, because Lord knows you have to study long and hard to get that job.
Yeah.
If you fuck up, we're putting one of those cones on your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
it's a training tool.
That's all right.
This is your warning.
That's all right. That's okay.
I love watching those guys though. They're like flying, doing 55 down the road, and they're just
Right.
scooping them in. They got the guy in that little low, like
Yeah.
6 inches off the ground, just grabbing them as fast as he can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they want to get out of there.
Yeah.
Watching those guys clean up a road construction site on a Friday afternoon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're
All of a
hauling
s-
ass.
All of
I
a
know.
sudden, the tortoise turns into the hare.
That's right. That's right. That's right. They spent 4.5 days on slow motion.
And all of a sudden, they come to
yeah.
life.
It's like, man, my ass hurts from scratching it.
You know,
Yes.
go, go, go.
Friday.
That's right.
You gotta get home.
We do. So I want to talk a little bit more about the coronavirus because there's a couple of things going on. And like, okay. They're talking now. This, I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or if it's hyperbole or if it's just being spun to make China look bad. But they're saying that this coronavirus didn't develop in a wet market. It actually developed in a lab, and that it attached itself to somebody who was contaminated with this said disease.
Yeah.
And what I want to throw out there as a talking point is, how would you feel if you were patient 0 and you were responsible for the couple 100,000 deaths that this virus is ultimately going to kill? And I mean, this guy could be the janitor and he was just sweeping up and, knocked over a vial. It could be a chemist. It could be a scientist. It could be a researcher. It could be, but there is a patient 1
Well,
or
you
0.
want to know? I actually have some inside dirt on that.
Oh, do you? Let me get my car crash ready.
Do tell. Do tell.
And it has a lot to do with dirt. He's feeling kind of dirty right now because he's about 6 feet under.
You think he's
He's
dead?
done.
Oh, you think China put him down?
You think?
Well, right, but okay, let's just
They
say
had 21 million cell phones that disappeared a week after this thing hit. A lot of people just kind of disappeared a little quickly.
Well,
Yeah,
What
they're-
about the doctor, the Chinese doctor that was talking about it
Well,
originally?
they-
He's gone.
They
he's
miraculously,
gone.
they
Yeah.
all decided to jump out windows.
right at the same time.
Crazy.
Right. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
That's
you know?
right. And ironically, they all had wedgies
Yeah.
because they were being grabbed by the seat of their pants and tossed out the window. Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
that's like forced suicide. That really sucks.
Yeah, no, and these are doctors. I mean, these are,
Yeah.
it's not the average person,
Right.
know, and one of the most needed people in the middle of something like that. But they don't really care. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know,
Nope.
This whole thing has been enlightening, and it's like you couldn't make this up. Like in any of the books, I don't think you could make it up. How everything's unfolded and it's all come to pass, and the decisions people made, and the things, how it's all just kind of unfolded. It's just unbelievable.
Although I saw something yesterday on Twitter as I was scrolling through.
All right.
There's either a movie or a TV show back from 2003.
Okay. What was it called?
It had Anthony Michael Hall in it and Bradley Cooper. And I think it was a movie. So I really need to find it because I saw a blurb.
Hey,
and
Cheech, Google that.
My phone's downstairs.
Oh, what the
I know.
I'll turn my
God
phone
damn
on
it.
and Google it. But
No, it's okay.
But they talked exactly about this. There was a disease that came out of China, and it spread throughout the entire
Well, that's
world.
not really a stretch because they all,
Well,
since
not all of them,
1968,
but yeah.
they've all
So,
come out of China.
But it was, and then the medicine that was to, what's that medicine that's supposed to
Hydrochloroquine
Yes.
or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
That's exactly what they said was going to cure this particular disease.
Holy
and that-
shit.
It
So it
was
was like
so
weird
bizarre.
premonition
weird.
shit.
So what was that?
Because I watched
17 years ago?
Contagion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Colin had me watch Contagion. My little brother called and said, "Oh, you got to watch this movie." And I'm like, "Holy shit, it's the same thing."
Yeah, if you're not paranoid and freaked out, let's get you up to the next level.
Sounds like a plan.
I know, and they're wasting tests on animals. You got the tigers are being tested. You
That's
got you got tigers being tested. You got dogs and cats being tested. So now this
Sure,
whole
why not?
coronavirus thing is really like, they're trying to make sure everybody doesn't
It's
have it. I'm like I hope my boys don't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want Murray and Arthur to my boys.
Yeah.
That fucking we gave him. I told you he is now Tourette's dog.
He is.
So he just
I haven't
randomly
seen him
barks.
in
It's
so long.
unbelievable.
I saw him the other day.
Unbelievable.
He just kept saying, shit, piss, fuck, shit, piss, fuck.
He did.
Like, kind of odd.
That was kind of funny though, Mike. You didn't deserve that car
He's a
crash.
good
I'm going to
puppy.
talk to the producer about removing that one for you.
Thanks.
He's a good puppy.
But the Riblets in studio. Come on, lady. What do you got?
Wow. Well, something I did want to mention.
Oh, you get your face in there.
My face is in here.
All right.
I learned recently that us being the number 2 show is a joke. Not that we're actually number 2 in all podcasts.
Yeah, no, we are not the
Oh my
number.
God.
Yeah.
The show is doing amazing.
Yes.
I can't believe it. I'm so proud of my dad. I didn't realize
We
there
are
was
the
a
number
plan
2
for it.
podcast on the internet today. Hey, where can you find us, Mike?
You can find us where we are. Podbean, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know where else.
Spotify.
Fucking pretty much
Spotify,
every
iTunes.
place.
Apple
Yeah,
Play,
you can find us
podcast.
on Podbeam and Buzzsprout and Catcher and Stitcher
And let's find out who's really listening to the show, because if you can't find us on any of those places, where else can you find us?
I know where you can find us in the
Very
parking lot.
locally. In the parking lot.
Very
Anyone?
locally. Go ahead. Go
Anyone?
ahead. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Benny, the boombox bum.
Yep. Doesn't have any batteries or anything, but Benny the Boombox Mom can play our podcast.
That's what he says anyhow.
That's, yeah. He actually creates his own podcast that's live. He just walks around the street talking to himself because the radio doesn't play.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a long story, but that's where you can find us. You can also find us live on Facebook coming soon, and also you're going to be able to find us on our new platform, which we're launching soon, called Stoopid Tube. That's YouTube for stupid people. STOOPID, StoopidTube.
Yeah, they're not hard to
.com.
find.
It won't be hard to find. Well, they'll find us everywhere.
Yeah.
And I got to show you. I should have worn it to the show. I got the test shirts.
Oh, did you?
I got a sweatshirt today. Oh yeah, it showed up.
What do you think?
It's real nice.
It's sexy. I love it. Oh yeah, it's pretty hot.
Real hot
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a pullover. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
it's a
sweaty.
hoodie.
It's hot. You're going to be warming it.
Oh, like we are the number 2 podcast. And we broadcast live and high above the clouds at the Liquid Cloud Lounge at 701 Monroe Avenue in Rochester, New York, downtown Rochester. And we've got a special guest coming to the studio. Cheech, I'm going to say goodbye to you for a few minutes. Just hang
Bye.
here. You'll come back because we got things to talk about with you and the New York City zombie apocalypse. Anyway, so one of the local businesses that we support and we love and we wanted to bring into the studio because she's got a very cool new platform that she's launching. She's a gallery owner out in Pittsford in Schoen Place. In Sylvia, where's her information? I can't even find it. I should have rehearsed this. Yeah, pain in my ass. I know you by Sylvia, and that's it. Get in here and get your headphones on. We'll talk to you. Sylvia Siri. Why Siri? Ask Siri?
Siri, yeah. It's like Sherry without an H.
Go ahead, put your face right on the microphone. Don't be afraid of it.
Sorry.
It doesn't bite. Hi, honey. How are you? Isn't she gorgeous, Mike?
Beautiful.
And she's an artist, and she's a teacher. She teaches people how to be artists.
I do.
Two of my favorite things, teachers. I got to tell you, like Rodney Dangerfield said,
Yeah.
I like teachers because if you don't do it right, you got to do it a second time. They make you do it over.
That should have a car crash.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
it
right.
should.
What about Rodney? Who's Rodney Dangerfield?
He,
Yeah, I didn't do the joke very good.
No.
I know, I get it.
Sorry.
So you got something very cool that you're launching. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, we just considering all this and people can't come into the gallery.
Uh-huh.
We just launched an e-commerce site, so sylvanstarlightcreations.com.
sylvanstarlightcreations.com.
Yep.
Okay. But I understand that you're going to be doing some classes, like a Zoom class, correct?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Tina here is an artist as well, so this, she's talented. Don't let her shake her head at you.
We should talk.
Yeah,
Love
you
to.
you
That'd be
are.
great.
You're on the air. Don't fight it, light it. But so in your studio, in your gallery, you're in Pittsford. You're in Schoen Place, right? Right in Pittsford.
Yeah, right down at the very end. The north
Okay.
End. Yep.
All right. So you got the two restaurants in front.
Yep.
And then you can have your dinner, and once this zombie apocalypse is
Pick
over
up
with,
your dinner,
you can
eat it
have
in the
your dinner.
car.
And you can walk out and wander right around the corner, and you can peruse your gallery. Correct?
Yeah, we're directly behind Olive's restaurant.
Olive's restaurant,
yeah.
phenomenal,
Well,
great.
we play Lock 32. all
Yeah,
the
you're right across the
Yeah.
little driveway from
Yeah.
the Lock
Oh,
32.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now you've got a little over 100 artists that work for you, correct? I mean, they're commissioned. How does that work?
Yeah, I represent them basically.
okay.
So I show more than 100 artists worth of work.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
jewelry, woodwork, metal,
Yeah.
you name it.
Yeah. So
Pretty
you're
much
like
in there.
a miniature version of what's that play? Artisan Works.
Yes.
Yeah, smaller scale. for
Yeah,
sure.
You
But
can't
that's cool,
compete with
though.
Lewis. I mean, that's
No,
that's insane.
That place is nuts.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is nuts.
awesome.
It's like going in I don't know. It's like the Charlie's Chocolate Factory. Or something.
Yeah,
That's
it's very
fantastic.
bizarre. It's very, very peculiar. And you want to? He's an interesting guy. I've known him for years, but not well, but I know of him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we actually had a bet a long time ago at a fundraiser that I was helping with, and the actual bet was he said, "Oh, this is going to go for thousands of dollars." I'm like, "It's a piece of shit. It's not." Right? And he said, "You want to bet?" And I said, "Sure. How about 100 push-ups on command?" Which was like the standard bet
Sure.
20 years ago with my friends or people that
Right.
I knew. So like he owes me 100 push-ups, and he's too old to do them, right? So I torture him all the time. Every time I see him, I'm like, "Hey, you got to get on your face and give me 5."
Nice.
He's like, "No, I'm not doing it." But anyway, so the interesting thing is that he owns every single piece of art in that place. It's not on consignment. It's
No
not.
shit.
He owns
Wow.
every single piece.
There is some incredible work in there, though.
There is. I mean, that wooden
there's
car.
There's garbage, but there's some gorgeous stuff. too.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some incredible
Yeah, yeah.
stuff.
And then he rents it out. So I know
Yeah.
where I work, the day job,
Sure.
we have it in all our little buildings.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a fundraiser there years ago. I forget it was somebody, a
Yeah.
group that rented it out, and we went and played. We turned our rock and roll set into a jazz set for them.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
played.
And then we
played our
fired
rock
the
and
bass
roll
player
then.
immediately afterwards.
Oh dear.
It was raining out, and her tears were added to the rain. It was very sad.
Oh dear.
So let's ask Siri. What do you got going on with? I don't have an iPhone, so I don't even know if it's Ask Siri or is it Hey Siri? What is? Or
Siri.
Siri.
Just
yeah.
Siri.
is it Siri? Is your
Yeah.
phone? Do you have iPhones?
Yeah.
I do. So
You left it. It's over there talking. It's like,
Just-
come on, talk to me.
I actually shut mine off. It drives me
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. I couldn't, man. I couldn't stand her voice. Anyway, but you've got some online classes starting, right?
Yeah, actually, I just listed our first one. We're doing a Zentangle. And I'm
What is a Zentangle?
It's a very zen way to like create designs out of different designs.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of like it's meant to do something like when you're relaxing. I'm not the one teaching this class.
Oh, okay. But you're going to have a number of as time
Yeah.
goes on, and people are holed up longer.
Yeah, well, we've already been holding like a lot of classes in person. I
Okay.
teach some of them, but I work with probably about a half a dozen instructors,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been working to transition them online. So
Okay.
I've got a lot more coming up soon. So
Yeah,
it'll be
that's
fun,
exciting.
yeah.
So you're going to, let's see, Sylvan Starlight Creations, and that's SYLVANSTARLIGHT Creations, plural.com. Now, you have a listing of all the classes that are going to be either now or upcoming, and people can, is there like a nominal fee, $50, $20? Is it?
The Zentangle class is only 25.
Okay. Okay.
So it depends on the class
All
and
right.
the length and the
Artist and
and if we have to supply materials, we're
Okay.
working on curbside pickup, our current
sure,
situation, and things
sure.
like that.
Oh, that's very
So
cool.
the Zentangle one was one where most people have the materials for. It's just Sharpies and paper. so.
Okay, that's cool. All right,
Yeah.
you start out with a scribble and then try to create something after that.
Susan will teach you.
And how long's her class?
That one's going to be an hour and a half, and there's 2 sessions. There's a daytime and an evening.
Okay.
And then I actually just was working with one of my other instructors on today. We were talking half the day on some of the other classes coming up. We're going to do kits and things like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. So now what if, like, because we have 1.4 million downloads every 4 to 6 years on this show. So what if somebody's out of town? Do you give them like a list of tools and equipment they're going to need or materials that they're going to need if they want to take your class? Because, I mean, this is online. You can do anything anywhere now.
Yes, and once we start having the kits or
Mhm.
curbside pickup, I'm also going to have shipping available for
Okay,
them.
all right.
So yeah, this kind of actually it's kind of cool because it does open us up to
Sure.
you
A
know,
different market that
yeah,
you
I
if
love
you're in
that.
California, you want to take the class.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That is fantastic.
And our show broadcast through a pirate radio station in western Michigan, and
That's
we've got
true.
a couple 100,000 followers over there. So
Cool.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah, that's
broadcast. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So they do it on
That's
like
awesome.
Tuesdays and Fridays. They run our show. I forget what day he told
That's
us.
a
but
great business model, though. It's actually
It
taken.
is.
There's always opportunity.
Yeah, and
There's
that's
always opportunity, even in some of the darkest times. That's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
you know,
absolutely.
Be able
Well,
to
we were
reach
just-
out to people.
And we were just talking about how this is going to change, the workplace.
Right.
Sure. Oh,
Well, I mean, this is a perfect example of that. It's
Yeah.
very exciting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been an adjustment. It took me about a month to get everything shifted over from the old
Sure.
website to
Sure.
the new one. Yeah.
But now that it's set up and running, that's a great mechanism for creating a new, basically a new,
Income stream.
whole new, and a
Yeah.
whole new avenue for
and
income,
it actually
revenue
opens
stream.
us, like I got an order on the website. Somebody shopping from California already,
See, that's
which is really
perfect.
cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's great.
Well, you got to get your international shipping set up because we have 22% of our audience comes from France.
Yeah, go figure.
I know. What's
Both
fucking
of
wrong
those
with
guys,
those people?
I don't get it.
I know. What's wrong with those two?
I will warn you though, don't ship to Mexico. Only because the last time I tried to ship stuff to Mexico, the customs agents kept stealing everything.
Oh.
It never made it to the people in Mexico City.
That's what they were
Dear.
telling you.
I was like 4 times. I kept trying to we're here at the because they just take it at the border. Anything they want, they just take it in
Huh.
customs.
Yeah,
It was inflatable furniture. So
I'm
they
nervous
Yeah.
about
loved it.
tracking stuff once it crosses the borders.
You gotta-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada's okay. Canada's okay, and Europe's okay.
Yep.
Just Mexico.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I was like, I had to put a disclaimer on the website. This is 20 years ago. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but we can't
There's a
sell to
good
Mexico because it'll never get to you. But there's a lot of border agents that apparently like inflatable furniture because they have it all.
Oh,
So-
wow. Yeah, Mike and his inflatable furniture.
That's
Bubble furniture.
Bubble furniture.
remember
That was my
that.
introduction to the internet.
And that's
Yeah.
right. You could have went with porn. You could have went with
Oh, well,
banking. You could have went
all
with
right,
all.
well,
You could have went all kinds of different
There's a
avenues there,
porn
Michael.
tie-in. There's
Okay.
a porn tie-in.
to rubber furniture. Of
Yes.
course there
Of
is.
course there is.
that's
Yes.
that's very clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Easy to sterilize.
Yeah.
It works pretty good with Jello and
There you go.
oils.
Yeah.
It was a Playboy shoot we sponsored.
Okay.
We really did.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun.
All right.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
All right.
Yeah, I got free advertising.
There
Did you
you
get to
go.
go out to the mansion and take the
No,
photos?
I didn't get
of-
anything that cool.
Yeah, right.
Did
I
you get
just,
to watch the shoot
I just shipped them, and no, I just saw the, I
afterwards?
saw the episode.
Final pro.
or the
final pro-
magazine,
yeah.
whatever the hell it was.
Oh, so it was actually in a Playboy magazine. Well, that's
Oh,
kinda,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, and we did MTV. We sponsored MTV event.
So I didn't realize Hef and Seinfeld were so similar.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I only focused on the naked woman in the photo. I never
Right.
looked at the boxes of cereal behind her. I didn't realize it was all product endorsed.
That's right.
I didn't realize he was. I mean, I knew the guy was a genius as far as his marketing was concerned, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize it went that deep.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hef is an innovator.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
man.
Is he still alive?
No, I think he farted and fell over
Yeah,
a few
he's
years
done.
ago.
Did he?
He's
Yeah.
all done.
He's all
He's
done.
gone to the grotto.
He's
in
all
the sky.
done. He's all done.
Yep.
He
Yep.
just sent me a letter. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw, T. I feel so bad.
Okay.
He finally reached out.
He finally did. He's
From
dead.
beyond.
Oh, well, I lost my
Let's
calling.
see. So, what is your favorite medium? What do you like to? What do you? I mean, out of all the, you have 108 artists. If you could walk in and buy or take one piece home, one piece, it was going to be forever. What would it be?
That's impossible to pick just one.
And you don't want anybody listening to go, "You bitch."
Well, the jewelry is great because it's easily accessible.
Sure.
You know,
Right.
And it's handcrafted, gorgeous, and you're not paying any more for it than you would at any, fancy jewelers or whatever. But I have a thing for mixed media.
Okay.
But
So is that oil and acrylic, or is that
well, the fun thing with
colored
mixed media
pencil
is
and
it can be any mix of medias.
Okay.
But we've got some really interesting pieces. People that mix all different kinds of layering, collage with paints. And,
okay?
pencil, like all different things. You know.
Okay.
Sure.
And so those are some of the funnest classes to teach.
I
too.
bet. I bet.
I
Yeah.
don't teach them, unfortunately.
You
but-
don't teach?
No, I do teach. I just don't teach those classes.
Oh,
My ed
okay.
teaches
All right,
those.
all
Yeah,
right.
I teach the bookbinding class. I teach acrylic paint.
Okay.
And a few others.
All right. So now, if I have an old book that's obviously it'd have to be worth something for a book to actually be bound. All I have is like a bunch of old Stephen King loose paperbacks. But if I had a nice book, I could take a class either online or at your place to rebound it, or is it something?
Sure. We do mostly like art. Like we have an art journaling series where like we created our art journal. In the first series, we did a Coptic stitch type
Oh, very
binding.
cool.
So it's simpler bookbinding that I've taught just because I try to keep most of the classes beginner level, but I do know how to do that if you want some
Oh
help.
well, no, I don't. Like I said, all I have is like every book written by Stephen King in paperback. I mean, I don't own any hardcover books. I just don't have
We
any.
could make
I'm
them
not that
hardcover.
smart. But
It's that and old Sears catalogs.
Michael,
And all the pages are stuck together.
we're right
that's just
back
how
on
you are.
I know.
Yeah, that
Oh.
deserved it. The
I thought
cover.
it was a
Sorry.
scratch and sniff. Shut up, Mike. We're talking art over here, and you're talking
know.
vulgarity, you pervert.
Yeah.
I can't take you,
I
anywhere.
have a question. Is the old Bob Ross unopened oil painting box worth anything?
Yes, probably. It probably is. It probably is.
My mother bought it for me 25 years ago.
Oh
You
yeah,
haven't
it's
opened it?
definitely worth
I'm
something.
scared of
We're-
that, the oil painting. I was terrible at it.
Why?
It would always be mud because I worked the living shit out of it. This
Oh.
is in high school. It's the last time
and
I
it
ever
never
touched oil.
dries. And it's
Yeah,
just,
I would just and
and you can't. And you got to lay it on
was,
and leave it.
It was a disaster.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be
Right.
like, oh,
it just
fuck,
turned all muddy.
That's why I
Nice.
did acrylic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I liked acrylic.
Yep.
That was good, and sketching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else, I was to mess. I took a drafting class, and I would get a C, not because anything wasn't precise, but because it all looked like somebody just dumped a pencil sharpener bucket on top of it. It was a total disaster.
Oh, because you erase.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
funny.
like, I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
how it goes. I know how to make a mess.
Yeah.
Nothing's clean. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
It was multimedia.
yeah.
It had
Yeah.
my dirt and their dirt.
Yeah.
Everybody's dirt on it. Long time ago.
Michael.
Good times.
Yes.
Michael.
My poor son Dan. So he got an assignment from his art teacher to here we go. Gets an assignment from his art teacher. He has to draw an owl and do some shading. And Dan is a perfectionist, and he's not a very good artist. And it's a tough thing. So he put it off for literally weeks,
Mhm.
3 weeks. I'm like, come on, Dan. I sent him a couple things. I'm like, here's how to draw an owl and stuff like that. And he just kept putting off. Finally, we're getting emails from the teacher, And I said, listen, all right, I'm going to stand over him, but I'm not promising Picasso.
Uh-huh.
But he's going to send you something.
Right.
And whatever you see, that's an owl.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
And he did a good job. He really did. It was a tiny owl, which just shows you he has some mental issues. But
It's
big
like
piece
it's
of
like
paper,
writing on the
little owl,
doubling the line, writing 2 rows in one
yeah.
line.
It was this big 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and the owl was maybe an inch tall.
See,
But it was detailed.
So he's using his negative space.
That's
and
right.
That's all
Oh,
part
yeah.
of it.
Oh, well,
So-
if I was him, the ultimate art project is a dot and just a black dot in the middle of a white piece of paper.
Yeah.
And that's a African elephant in the middle of a snowstorm.
That one you deserved.
Yeah. He did.
I did.
For sure.
He really did.
Yeah, I'm
I was
actually going to,
reaching.
when we go into post on this and have
Yeah.
Daniel, the audio engineer, I'm going to have him turn that car crash up. Yeah, that one's going to be really loud. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're
I'm
going to hear
almost
that one.
self-conscious, but I'm not.
No, you don't give a
No.
shit.
After you hit at 50, the little last piece of dignity I had has died. died.
Yeah. So, what about the kid? Let's go back to the kid for a second. I mean, he's got the OCD pretty good, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, is that what it
yeah,
is?
he's quite the perfectionist. Yeah.
Speaking of perfection, Hemp Perfection tinctures, gummies, and lotions. Yeah, see how I did that?
That was.
All right.
I'm impressed with that.
I have
Yeah,
people
that's
that
called a
are,
segue, folks.
want
Yeah, it's
that.
called a fucking segue.
Yeah.
All right, but we got to give a little word for our sponsors. So Hemp Perfection, buyhempperfection.com. They've got gummies, lotions, tinctures, flour. They've got all kinds of great stuff on their website. They've got honey sticks coming out. They've been phenomenal to us, especially me, because recently, as you guys know, I broke my fucking leg. And I was,
did?
yeah.
Well,
and you know
Oh
what?
my God.
Can you believe it, Tina?
I know.
Have you ever heard him say
I
that
haven't
before?
heard that.
I'm in the
Amazing,
middle of a
isn't it?
commercial, you
Quiet
guys.
about it. You know?
No, this is a commercial, stupid human style.
That's right. Anyway, so the guys at Hemp Perfection were fantastic to us, and they gave us a whole bunch of products for me to sample and to take while I was struggling with my broken ankle and shattered surgery stuff. And anyway, so I'm back together, and the swelling, I got to tell you, I took some last night. I took some this morning because I'm still in the walking boot. I'm swelling up. It hurts, but now I feel much better. I got to tell you, and if it wasn't for Hemp Perfection, I'd probably be a drug addict doing heroin because of the Oxycontin. Anyway, so buyhempperfection.com, McRib 10 at checkout. That's MCRIB 10 at checkout. You get 10% off and always free shipping. So with that said, I apologize for that segue, but we got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Got to pay the bills. So, what else you want to tell us about your Okay, so you're going to be in phase 3 of New York reopening. What's that look like?
Well,
Are you
I have
are you
curbside
consider?
pickup.
Huh?
I offer curbside pickup, so I can have closed retail hours with
Mhm.
curbside pickup. I think during phase 1,
Okay.
but full opening I
Mhm.
think is phase 3. The classes in person is phase 4.
Oh, is
Oh,
it
wow.
okay? All right, but that's not that far away. It's I mean, it's 6 weeks actually, which is sad. But you can see everything that you've got on the website. Not
I've
most
been
of the stuff.
working on slowly
Okay.
surely getting
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
up there,
yeah. It's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lot of work.
100
People can
artists,
jump in
yeah.
there and then they can move from one class to another. It's not just one thing. They could take classes. in
No,
different
she's talking
things.
about the actual art.
Oh, the artwork
Yeah, the
itself.
artwork itself
Oh,
from
okay, I
the
got
from the
you.
artist that she represents. So
That's
her
awesome.
gallery
Yeah,
is
me
like
too,
a
yeah.
virtual gallery, so they can look at all the stuff and if they're
Nice.
interested in placing an offer or putting a bid in on something, now it's Sylvan Starlight Creations, all right, .com, and if you stop in there and you take a look at their all the good stuff from the 108 artists, is that what you said?
My last count was 108 or 112.
Okay,
something like that.
all right, very cool,
Yeah.
very
So we
cool.
need to get a link.
So there's a lots of
Yes.
stuff.
Gotta
We
put a
got
link on our
we'll get a
site.
link. We'll put it up on the
Yes.
site,
Yes,
and then we can also link back to our Etsy page.
that's right.
We can push people through there. So, because we have Stupid Humans apparel for you guys if you're interested.
Yes.
We got the T-shirts, we got sweatshirts, we got bumper stickers and coffee mugs. Zero shits given. Anyway, so you can find that stuff on our website along with Sylvan Starlight Creations.
Awesome.
Very cool. Thank you so much for coming in. You are wonderful. I love you so
Yay.
For
much.
having me, I really
Yeah,
appreciate
I
it.
know, and you can come back anytime. We love you.
Thank you. I love you guys too.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, leave her a card. Yeah, make sure you can exchange contact information because
Yes.
you guys are in the same, family
I
vein.
want to take
that
the
whole.
classes. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah,
These
I'm excited. I
artists,
might
these,
actually talk about you teaching some.
I don't-
Sensitive
all right,
artists.
get out of here. You
Alright,
gotta
thank
go. Tina, you stay. You're not leaving. We got stuff to
Haven't done
talk
much,
about.
but I'll stay.
We got to get the
Thanks,
rib-
Sylvia. You're the best. Everybody, give her a little round of applause.
Yay. We got to get the riblet over here.
Yeah, I got stuff to talk to Riblette about.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Riblette. We didn't get. I think she's a little nervous. I think she's a little intimidated by the Stupid Human studio. It's like the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time she's. Yeah, you gotta
she'll
get
get over that in about 15 seconds.
No, quarantine has made me brain dead.
Is that what it is?
That
Yeah.
I can see how that happens, though. I can
Yeah.
see, when you lack of stimuli. you
Yeah.
know?
That
haven't
is,
been able-
I mean, it's intimidating coming in here. I mean, this sound studio that they've built here high above the clouds at the Liquid Cloud Lounge is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I got to get the screens working, though. That's the only thing that's left. But we
Yeah.
got the studio lights came in today, studio lighting, and all we're doing is waiting for cameras, and we're going live on stupidtube.com.
There you
What,
go.
Tina? What?
I won't be on
Why?
because I have a face for a podcast.
Oh, stop.
Just for the
You're
show.
full of shit. Unbelievable.
Believe me,
I hate girls.
they won't be able to see
I hate
beyond
girls.
our gigantic mugs.
I know, right? No, we're actually getting the camera. The reason why we don't have the cameras is because everybody's working from home right now. So every camera and freezer in the country is sold out. People are stockpiling freezers, and and they bought, because the home offices, the Logitech is the 922X is the popular home webcam and we can tether them together so the whole panel can be seen, and we can do the lighting and all the fun stuff. And every single camera in the world is sold out right now. So I'm not real happy about that.
Good time.
Yeah, good time. So, but
so until then, we're just going to do live sketching.
Yes, yes, we are. Oh, Michael. I couldn't get to it fast enough. I should just leave it on there.
I said
Actually,
that.
you know what I should do is I should make all of the buttons that sound, just so I just have to hit it.
And, you
are
was saying
predictable.
that, I was thinking I was saying those words, but I was actually thinking of Fred Flintstone and the bird chipping away at the tablet. So I was having two separate thoughts at the same time.
That's
I
amazing.
have a bizarre brain.
It's a sign of a genius.
It's a sign of something.
Yeah.
Or
So that you
mental
flatlined.
Yes.
You flatlined with that joke.
Yeah.
That was the sound of the flatlining there, Mikey.
Coming from
Anyway.
my brother from another mother.
That's right. Yeah, I don't care though. I don't mind looking like an asshole. Anyway, speaking of assholes, my my offspring is here.
Your asshole child.
That's right. The Riblette. So we spent the first 7 weeks locked up in your apartment in Brooklyn.
Yeah. And when I said I was brain dead, I mean, I'm not brain dead, but I definitely have lost, there's no stimulation. I haven't talked to anyone except for my roommate, and we've basically become like a hive mind.
Yeah.
Become like one person. So I feel like I used to be pretty quick,
Yeah.
My thoughts were they were going. But now, you said I was nervous. I'm just really calm. There's just really not much happening up there right now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, stupid people have no fear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, that's,
feel pretty bold.
That's right. Because you don't have anything to worry. You don't know anything.
I don't have anything to. Yeah.
It's
You
all
don't
in a
know
holding pattern.
Oh, yeah. So did I ever tell you the story, Mike, about why I don't eat blueberries?
No.
So I'm a huge blueberry fan of blueberry flavor.
Okay.
I like blueberry muffins. I like blueberry coffee. I like blueberry beer. I mean, I vape blueberry cereal.
And you like blueberry cereal?
I like I do blueberries. But
Blueberries.
so we're on our way. I can't remember where the hell we were going, but the Riblette was about 2 or 3 years old, right? Still in diapers, right? We're driving down the road. She's in the back seat. I'm in the front seat. I'm cruising along, and in the back, I'm just handing back blueberries, and she's shoving them in her face. She loved them, right? I don't know at what point this happened, but she looked at me like, "Oh," and I heard it, and it was
Whoopsie.
typical. No, typical noise comes out of that child, but this time she happened to shit blueberries up her back, over the top of her head, into her hoodie.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah. Yes, there was a lot of velocity behind that. Yeah.
Every parent.
So
every
I don't
parent's been down that road.
I don't eat blueberries anymore.
That was the end.
I still like the flavor, but I can't actually bring myself to eating blueberries. And I didn't know what to clean first. I mean, it was upper back.
The clothes
over
get thrown out.
What
well,
did you do?
we're
How did
driving
you
down the
approach
road. I
situation?
just threw it. It's funny because I was driving a SUV, and I grabbed you out of the seat, and I threw you in the back, and I stripped you down buck naked right there right on the side of the road. But it was everywhere. You had it in your hair. I mean, it was awful. It was awful.
That's so hard when you don't know where to start.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
yeah.
you know
I'm
what?
like, what
I'm
do I
just gonna
clean
leave
first?
You here, and dogs will lick you clean, and then we'll continue moving.
Okay, like you know how Dad would spit on his finger and wipe your forehead up. You're like,
Yeah.
there's not enough.
Not doing that.
I got nothing. What am I gonna do? My poor wife. Now my oldest son Joseph had the shit on an airplane.
Oh.
Blowout, full on blowout,
Oh,
and she's in an airplane bathroom.
oh.
And
Ooh.
I couldn't help her.
Yeah.
I could barely even fit it. I'm a
Right.
big guy. I could barely fit in the damn thing by
You're a
myself.
fucking Tommy boy when it comes to airplane
Oh
bathrooms.
yeah, I'm like, dang, let me out of here, And
How old was he?
he was maybe
17.
6 months, 7
Oh,
months.
God.
He was 17. This was last week.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Sometimes I wonder.
Oh, man.
Well, if he shits his pants, he's got to come on the air.
This
I mean, that's a
afternoon,
prerequisite.
I get a picture, a text picture, and it is a melted ring of plastic on our electric stove. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Your son destroyed my stove. I'm like, oh, shit. I get home. He tried to cook his ramen noodles, his standard dinner of every single day.
Right.
He was looking for a saucepan, so he gets the Tupperware saucepan that's used to heat vegetables up on the microwave. And
Puts it on the burner.
puts it on the burner,
No.
cranks it right up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Melted
Oh, yeah.
plastic
How old is
inside the
he?
burners.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
He's almost 17.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh.
why would they make something that looks like a pan? I'm like, well,
Yeah, you
usually
kinda
stops most morons
figured it
from setting it
out.
on fire, but
That is funny.
you made it past that line.
That's like those parents that put the dial phone
Mm-hmm.
in that room and
Yes.
have their two boys try to
Right.
figure out how to dial a phone number.
Oh, yeah.
And they just couldn't
Yeah.
within like a 15-minute time period.
Yeah.
So
Figure out-
that's your son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's, I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah.
kid's a brilliant kid. I
Yeah.
mean,
He just
but-
doesn't have any common sense.
yeah.
And this
neither
is the one
of them
that
do.
pooped. All
Yeah.
over the
This
place?
is, yeah,
Yeah.
Sir Poops a lot.
Yeah.
Sir poops a lot.
The
Is it
youngest
Indian
son, now his poop story, the one we bust out his chops constantly,
Oh,
is
sorry.
this kid, he liked their grandfather
Excuse me.
showed them how to pee outside.
Yeah.
Oh, you can pee outside, and this was funny.
He
so
showed me
funny.
how to do that too.
Right up until the point where we're living at our house out in Ogden, and I'm watching Dan. He's 2 years old, and he proceeds to drop Jordan, take a shit in the front yard.
Well, so I got with that happened with the Riblet. So we were at Nora and Paul's
Were
house.
you there?
Mm-hmm.
You were there, right? Yeah, you were. We were all at a little family picnic, at
Yeah.
one of the houses at Nora and Paul's house, and the kids are all swimming and the kids are all wet and. Cheech over here says, I gotta go potty. I gotta go potty.
Sure.
And Nora's like, don't go in the house. Just squat over there in the, bushes. She shit right in her swimsuit. I swim over. I swim
all
over.
set.
She's gone for a couple minutes, and I swim over to the edge, and I look over, and she's like purple because she's pushing so hard.
It's like the little kids are so freaking. They are cute when they do. Like they go behind the couch. Like, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
On that note, and every time I'm on, we always come back and talk about poop. So
Yeah,
it's very appropriate.
Yeah.
So my eldest child, who's now 27 and has a baby of his own, is
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
When he was little, he was all skinny legs and just a skinny, big blue eyes, blonde hair. He's probably about 6, and he says, Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom. He just climbed into the shower, and I said, honey, it's fine. He's the oldest
Yeah.
of 3. We're running around, doing a million things, getting ready for the next day. I said, just go in the I gotta clean the bathroom tomorrow anyway. Just go. It's
boy.
fine.
Uh-oh.
So about 5 minutes
Mom,
later,
get me
he's
some
like,
flip flops.
Mom, what? So I go back in there, and he's like, what do I do? And he pulls the curtain back, and there's this big pile of shit in the middle of the bathtub. I was like, oh my God! I thought you were just gonna pee.
Communication error.
Fucking literal children.
Little face. So now he's got the baby, who's 6 months old, and so I can't wait till that stuff starts happening. to
yeah.
him.
Oh yeah. See, mine started the first bath, right? Hospital for the first night,
Okay.
I think, and then the next day we came home.
Right.
First bath, got the little tub out that you fill out,
Right.
with, warm water and test it, make sure everything's
Yeah.
perfect. And she's got this perfect little kangaroo,
Yeah.
towel that you wrap and it covers
Oh,
the
yeah.
head,
Yeah.
and she shit right in my hand.
Little gifts,
Feel like
for
normally
having
this
me.
would
Yeah, you're welcome.
normally this would spell a fight, but I love you.
Poop is funny.
You're so cute.
Yeah,
I love
it was ugly. No, actually, at that age, it didn't smell.
Right.
At that point, it just got worse from there. But
Yeah.
now she shits with the door open.
Oh.
Has
Yeah.
been for years. Hey, Dad, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? I'm taking a shit. please close the door.
That's right.
I like the sense of community.
I love it.
How does your roommate feel about that?
We haven't gotten there yet. I
Oh.
close the door now. When I pee, it's always open, obviously.
Right.
Obviously, duh.
Right.
But no, we haven't gotten there with pooping yet.
Okay.
We're not very affectionate, you know. Not that that's part of the pooping, but they're not related. But
I
we're
would
working
hope
on getting
not.
comfortable.
This
Yeah.
is great.
All right, so you're going to get comfortable, and then you're going to make an announcement. I'm going to shit with the door open, or are you just going to subtly ease into it and see how she reacts?
I'll definitely surprise her. I want it the most raw reaction possible.
That's awesome. We're
Yeah, I don't
taking
want
our
to be-
relationship as roommates to the next level.
That's right. That's right.
For
All
one
right,
else
I'm
to be
going to
sitting
drop a
in my lap.
heater
That's
with the
right.
door open. So I just, I can't. That's just private
no,
space.
you're-
I-
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when you're a mom, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. I spent
Yeah.
a good 15, well, probably 17 years. I couldn't have the door open or
Yeah.
closed because they were constantly pounding on it.
Yeah.
So you might as well just not close it all the way. And then they all come in, and then the dog's in, and the kids are in,
It's a
and we're
party.
doing this. And
Yeah.
it is a huge
Community.
party. But now they're pissed. Now they come over and they're like, Mom, why is the door open while you're peeing? It's so disgusting. I'm like, you guys trained me that way.
Right.
It was that way for all these years. So deal. And now the animals want to come in, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So
Animals
Oh,
always got to come in.
yeah.
God damn. I've given up.
yeah.
Dog comes in, bops the door open.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck,
You don't
man?
like it though? It's kind of nice.
I
You
get
get to
company.
pet them as
They
your,
visit you.
it's like a bunch of relief. You know?
Right, yeah, it's extra. Oh, now I'm really relaxed. I needed that. I was a little constipated.
Yeah, nobody comes in the bathroom with me.
No,
No one's allowed in the bathroom with
Come
me.
on.
Hard
Worse.
rule.
Nobody.
Dogs?
That's a hard no.
Your shits are the worst.
That
You
has
haven't smelled
nothing to do
anything.
with
You would
bullshit.
kill people.
A couple months ago, I was in the subway,
Yeah.
and someone had like, I don't know if they pooped in the air ducts or what, but it smelled. It was so awful, but it smelled just like my dad's poop. So I texted him, and I was like,
Oh.
thinking about you. Someone just shit in the subway.
Oh, that's sweet.
It wasn't me.
That's so nice.
Yeah, my
I don't
favorite
think.
shit.
I don't think. All right, that's not the point. The point is that even if she was hard of smelling,
Uh-huh.
that's my private space, and I'm taking care of my business, and it's personal.
That's
I'm
right.
private.
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't open the door.
Right.
Don't knock on the door
Right.
because it might crawl back up.
Right.
I get scared,
This
and
is
then
your,
I'll miss
this
my
is your
time.
kingdom.
That's my time. I
That's
just
right.
and I don't take a lot of time. I don't bring the book. I do bring the phone, and I spend the 3 to 5 minutes.
That's
And
very
that's-
fast.
It's because and it's actually very slow because I'm just sitting there because I'm reading an article, and I read slow.
But now the Riblette's been in New York City, so defecating in public is probably a lot more common.
And not even a ticketable fine anymore.
Yeah, I definitely have
Oh.
walked by a few piles of poop on the street.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's, not,
But
it's kind of nice, you know.
it's like California. Yeah.
Oh.
They're starting to put little flags in it.
Oh, yeah.
Left by Hugo and
Kilroy was here.
yeah, that's right. Exactly. I mean, come on.
Neil
I don't know.
Armstrong.
I have no desire ever to go to California. I have none,
Right.
zero, zip.
I want to go to Northern California.
I love Northern
yeah.
I
California.
want to see those trees.
Yeah, we
definitely.
went up there. We
Did
were
ya?
there.
Yeah, that would be cool. I have no desire to go to L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I want to go to a
Oh,
big
yeah,
city,
too.
I go to New York City.
Yeah, we did Crater Lake in Mount Shasta when she was about 9.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Miami's a pretty cool place too, especially Miami Beach.
Oh,
That's a-
yeah. I mean,
that's-
we were just there
that's
in
a pretty
August.
cool-
That was great.
Atlanta, not bad.
Love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have a
Yeah,
problem
not
with
bad.
Atlanta. Atlanta, the people, we got a lot of people listen to us down in Atlanta. I don't know what it is. Something about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
something
crazy
about it.
place, man.
Well, they're open now. They don't even give a shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
they're
know that.
open. And I just saw something in Dallas. I got to bring this up because this really pissed me off. Single mother, hairdresser, owns her own salon. Said that's it. They're a week away from opening, and she said that's it. I'm opening. I have people that need haircuts. I got
feed my
roots
kids.
growing in. I got to. That was the biggest thing. And she's like, I got to feed my kids. She
Yeah.
got a $7,000 fine.
Oh my God.
And then she had to go in front of the judge. Well, so she got a contempt of court because of the cease and disorder. The cease and disorder came in first. She ripped it up and said, I have to feed my family. My kids need to eat. I'm not going to let my children starve because of
Right.
this blown out pandemic.
Right.
This is in
Wow.
Dallas. And she went in front of the judge, and this prick said, it's a $7,000 fine and 7 days in jail if you apologize to me for what you did. Like scolding her, and she goes,
Weird.
I'm not going to apologize because I'm here to feed my children. I bet she's got some kind of GoFundMe. She's making millions
hope
now.
so.
I do
hope
too.
so, too.
Yeah.
If I find out who she is, I'll give. I will.
Yeah,
send it
I
to
saw
them.
it on. I can't remember what the hell I saw it on, but it was on one of my news feeds this
It's
morning.
the most fundamental right a human being has is the right to try to survive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
true.
exactly.
You can't not take away a person's right to be able to
Right.
survive.
That's
Right.
You cannot.
Yeah.
You know,
It's-
I don't
yeah.
care what your political persuasions are. People have to have a right to be able to live.
Exactly.
Well, but it's it's on the heels of Lori Lightfoot, the mayor from Chicago.
Oh,
She showed up at a press conference, and one of the reporters said, "You look pretty recently groomed," and she says, "Yes, I went to the hairdresser, and I got my nails done." And they're like, "Wait a minute, you're telling all of us that we can't, we have to socially distance, we can't open up these businesses, we
Yeah.
can't do this stuff." Then you show up well groomed. I'm in the public eye. I'm on national television. You're a fucking asshole.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll
if
be in the
your-
public
if
eye
your
if-
hair-
yeah.
if your hairdresser can, well, my hairdresser wore gloves and a mask. Well, fuck you. So
Right.
can mine.
Right.
You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah.
Let them work, especially.
my guy has been. It's been 6 weeks now,
Yeah.
and I can't even get a hold of him. I want to try to send him some money, and I can't get a hold of him. I talked to the owner of the barber shop, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I know he's got to be hurting.
Yeah, he went
Mhm.
ballistic and started killing people.
Probably did.
Well, that's that. I mean, that's the next step, and I think that's what they're trying to do is make us all crazy.
Yeah. Well,
you know.
in the interim, I have opened up Mike's barbershop.
I'll be over.
Yeah.
4 Flobies, no waiting.
That's right.
Hey, Cheech, you know what a Flobie is?
No.
Okay.
You
A
don't?
Flobie is
That went
a
right over my
contraption
head.
that came out in the 1980s. It was you attached it to your vacuum, and what it did was it had these pre-cut lengths of tubing
Oh my
and a
god.
pair of clippers at the end. So you sucked your hair in it, clipped it off at a certain length. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was a hideous device, and it sold millions of them
It
probably.
did. It
Yeah.
did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cut your own hair at home. The
Oh
Flobie.
my god.
Yeah.
I don't even. They had a song. It was the Flobie.
But it was for everybody pretty much 11
Floby,
and under.
Floby, Floby.
No,
11 and
they
under.
had adults doing it. They had old people doing it.
Did they?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
They thought it was the greatest thing.
Actually, if you wanted your hair feathered, it was perfect. When you remember that was the cut back in
Oh,
the
yeah.
80s that we all
It was
wore. and
feathered.
It was
Oh, yeah.
feathered, yeah.
Yeah,
Never
feathered
Get my
used
hair.
a
feathered.
Floby to get a feather.
Yeah, you just did it in different
Oh.
lengths. I don't know. I never
Remember the
used
You
one.
don't
feather?
even know
I don't
what
know
you're
if they
talking
had that up here, but there was a time you had feathered hair, and then you had a roach clip with the leather, and then a feather.
Oh, yeah.
We used
Yeah.
to put those on our skates.
Okay, yep.
for roller
Yeah.
skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
skate-
big thing,
skate
man. I
town.
didn't even know what the hell they were when I was wearing them. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I knew in about a year after that, though.
Oh, yeah. Roach
Oh.
clip.
Oh, I got one of those.
Ooh, this has other purposes. You
Tina,
know?
did you find the movie?
I did. It is actually it's a TV show.
Oh.
Oh.
It's the Dead Zone
Ooh,
Plague.
yeah.
And
Ooh.
It was from
Okay,
it's got Anthony Michael Hall.
All right.
sure.
Chris Bruno.
Facing the
yeah,
microphone.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. The Dead Zone
The Dead Zone
Plague.
Plague.
It's TV episode. It's from 2003.
All right. And is it on Netflix? Did you see it? Where?
No, I actually saw this on Twitter. They were showing some of the pieces, so I just Googled 2003 movie Anthony Michael Hall.
Nice.
Perfect.
And then Chinese virus, and this popped up. But this was the one that I was referring to.
Oh, okay.
So it's the TV show The Plague, and it's from 2003,
Mm.
and the show episode was called The Dead Zone. So
Oh,
check
okay.
it out.
All
I
right.
don't-
Yeah, that's
there's
going to be.
We got to be able to find it somewhere.
Well, next Sunday I'll do the McRib movie review.
yeah, there
Nice.
you go.
Yeah, I'll do the McRib movie
The
review.
Dead
for this.
Zone was a book by Stephen King.
Yes. Yes,
And
it
I think
was.
there was a TV series that was based on it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
with
had,
Anthony
well, it was
Michael Hall.
it was one of his short stories.
Okay.
The Dead Zone.
No, it wasn't. It was a novel.
Was it a novel?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm a Stephen King fan too.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought it
Hulu
was.
Although he kind of lost me at Gerald's Game.
Hmm.
It was a lady tied up in bed, and her husband died in the middle of sex while she's handcuffed to the bed.
All right.
I got about 4 chapters, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking into this, while she's in her head thinking about shit.
Yeah.
Did I hear something?
did
I'm
he-
like, okay, now.
Did he just die on top of her, and she
Yeah,
couldn't get him off?
He killed over. He's on the side of the bed.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought he
so
was just laying on her.
So, yeah.
Why could she get out? I mean,
Yeah,
was
and
it that she was tied
she
that
was,
tight?
She was
yeah,
tied
she
up.
she was handcuffed.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she
Oh.
was going nowhere. Yeah, so that was it. I think that was the last one, but all those other shit was super cool.
Hmm.
I like his stuff, except for his movies. They're pretty fucked. Like that Sleepwalkers movies he did. Oh my god, what a disaster! And Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
Another absolute disaster.
He
Yeah.
doesn't-
Lawnmower Man too.
Yeah, disaster.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have a chin.
Stephen
Oh,
King?
Stephen King.
No, he doesn't.
Not a good-looking man.
No,
He's got a face
he's
for
odd.
radio.
He needs
Yeah.
to.
We should
have
get
a-
him on the show.
He needs to have a beard.
Yeah, he
definitely
does.
needs a beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
he for a while he was rocking one.
But now he kind of looks like what you would expect him to look like
Yes.
now. He looks
He's
kind of like
creepy
a
as fuck.
character out of one of his
He
books.
does.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
creepy
he's
as shit.
definitely creepy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
children of
But
the
that guy's
corn.
mind. Oh my god.
Oh, I know. Who create? Yeah, I mean, and he's got like 75 books. I mean, it's not like he just spit one
Oh,
crazy thought
no,
out
he's
and then
prolific.
finished. Yeah, he's just a
Yeah, he's-
nonstop
yeah.
sociopath.
My kids are really into that It movie,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and
Oh,
they
good.
actually did a pretty
Clowns.
good job. I liked it. Did you
Yeah.
watch that?
Yeah, I saw the first one. It's really
I
good.
started watching the
second
second one
one's-
last night.
The second one's pretty damn good too.
Yeah, I
And
fell asleep.
Do you
I-
remember the book, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the
Scared
book
of it.
was epic. It was
Yeah.
what,
I hate scary clowns.
900 pages?
Yeah, it was
1,000
huge.
I feel
pages.
like I knew
Yeah.
that about you.
It
But it was awesome. It was hard to keep control
The
of too
children
because
send me pictures
Okay,
of
you
scary
two.
clowns all the time.
a little side talk,
No
What?
side talking.
Yeah.
But our
Why can't we-
conversation
table
was
talk.
our conversation was more entertaining.
Yeah,
Probably.
I don't know what you guys.
It probably
All right,
was.
so-
There's like one person over there going, "Oh yeah."
All right, so on this day, happy birthday to George Clooney, Tony Blair, Orson Welles, Sigmund Freud, and Maximilien de Robespierre. He's a French lawyer and politician. Who cares? Georgie, born in '61, he's 59 years old today.
Who?
George Clooney.
Oh, he's a handsome man.
You know what?
He's a handsome
It's
fella.
my Uncle Jimmy's birthday today.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Uncle
Uncle Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Birthday, Uncle
It's
Jimmy.
my friend Jack's
Happy
birthday today.
birthday.
There you go.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, Jack.
Jack.
Oh, it's a good
And
day
then
today.
we don't really have too many. Well, we had some Marianne Dietrich. She farted and fell over today, but who cares?
Oh, she died.
Like a death day.
In
like a death
'92.
anniversary.
Oh.
In
Robespierre, who
1992. The rest of her 1990. Frank Baum, American author.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he do Wizard of Oz?
Oh, I don't know.
Frank Baum? No?
Could be. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe. Oh, all right.
I have
Oh,
Alzheimer's.
Good for him.
Oh,
And
man.
now you
How
know.
is that?
I
And
just-
knowing is
I'm
half the
50
battle.
now.
You know who else died today? the
The show?
Hey! No, the Hindenburg. The Hindenburg blew up today.
Oh.
True story.
Yeah.
It's probably not what it sounded like when it blew up, but yeah, the Hindenburg, the Zeppelin went down today.
Yeah, it sounded more like.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sad.
That's terrible.
Just sad.
It just reminds me of the
sad.
Tommy Boy episode where they're selling to that guy and he's doing the car crash scene with a little die-cast metal thing. Oh my God, the humanity!
And he lights it on fire.
He lights the thing on fire.
And then he goes, I just want to pull my car over into a bridge and button, and he pulls his hair straight up and it stays there. It's really, I know. You gotta love that stuff.
I can watch that
Oh.
movie literally over.
It's a
and
classic.
over.
Yes, it sure is. It
That's
sure
a
is.
fantastic movie.
Oh,
All right, but
my
while we're talking about, it's in the same vein.
God.
Why do you go to school to become a doctor? Right, to do good things, right? Yeah, you take the Hippocratic
hope.
oath. You try.
Well,
you decide. You pick a path, right? You pick a
Typically.
you pick a direction.
well, there was also Dr. Mengele. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. But
he was a doctor too.
I think he's better off than the guy that has to do the research because allegedly farts do not transmit coronavirus.
Really?
Thank
Yeah.
God.
So
And how do we know this?
the poor fucking doctor that's got 10 years and $200,000, $400,000 in debt for his medical degree
No.
is out. Does he have like a little vacuum
Oh Jesus!
or does it fart in a mason jar?
Like a
How
fart
do you?
sucker.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't
mean-
put my name on that.
Yeah.
Don't put
Oh
my
God!
name on
You want me to
that.
study what?
yeah, yeah,
What? Whoa! What? I
Smith
got
fart
toe
test.
jam last month.
yeah.
God.
This isn't real.
It's a true story. Farts do not transmit coronavirus.
Also, sex.
That's right.
Sex
Fauci
doesn't
can't.
transmit,
No,
Right.
but
What-
everything
no.
else.
If
How
you
do you-
kissing a but
Because you're breathing, right?
breathing and snotting and sweating and all that stuff,
It's
but ejaculation from semen does not transmit the coronavirus.
Does blood? I'm assuming probably.
No.
I just I don't understand. I just kind of have been not touching people. I don't know how it's transmitted at all.
From
other
boogers.
than
They call it shedding. Your nose, it's okay. So you see this vapor cloud? That has
Sick cloud.
coronavirus in it. If I have it, it's from droplets from your lungs that transmit it. Your nose does it, and your lungs do it. That's why they want you to wear a mask, not because it'll stop you from getting it. It'll help you from transmitting it.
Oh, okay.
But we don't have it here, so
we all
we're
have
good.
our masks on right now.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. We are so responsible.
No,
We
we
are.
are not responsible.
We are
We're in a
grown-up
studio and we don't
Social
give a
distancing.
shit.
We are building our herd immunity.
That's right. Well, that's the other thing that
Right.
doctors saying that this quarantine is causing a depletion in our immune system, and we need to get out there and we need to actually be exposed to it.
Well, we have.
So-
Yeah, you need
You-
bacteria and viruses constantly.
Yes.
on
Right.
you. I
With
mean,
the antibodies or some
yeah,
shit.
you,
Yeah.
you need
don't know.
that stuff.
You
Well,
do.
and they're cleaning the hell out of everything in sight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They
You know.
finally cleaned the New York subway system after 115 years.
well, that's a
15
little
years.
overdue. That really
Yeah.
needs
Yeah,
to
that might have
happen.
been. Yeah,
Yeah.
we clean this thing every pandemic.
That's right. 1919
Whether
Spanish
it,
flu.
whether it needs it or not.
That was my motto for my bedroom as a teenager.
Yes,
Yeah.
that sounds
Right.
familiar.
Uh-huh.
Next
I'm like,
pandemic, I promise
okay.
I'll clean.
You did not wear 18 socks yesterday. Could you please put them somewhere else besides the floor?
I used to have a fish that I never cleaned out his bowl, and he'd always have about a half of
Oh.
bowl full of water, and
Right.
he'd literally try to commit suicide. And he'd
Jump
lay
on
on the
a
rug,
rock.
and I'd grab him and I'd stick him back in. And
No!
that thing lived for 20 years.
It was one of those.
Yeah, it built up
the-
immunity.
we call them the 50. They,
Yeah.
So strong.
Did you win it at a carnival?
No, I went to the.
Oh, you
he
went
was. His
Carnival
name was
fish or something.
Cinnamon. He was brown. He was a brown goldfish.
A brown goldfish. They
Well, he
call it a-
wasn't
No,
at
he
first.
was. He was really. That's right. He was
They call it a
clear.
toilet fish.
He was a toilet
He
fish.
was a toilet
It's
fish.
Poor
also
Cinnamon.
poopy.
Poor Cinnamon. No, I had a dog named Poopy.
Poopy. we had a dog named Sooner because he'd sooner shit in the house than he would outside.
Aw.
They called him Sooner.
That's nice.
Yeah,
my
that's my
God.
father's dog,
I
Sooner.
didn't know that.
Long time ago. He's probably dead when I was 10, maybe
Oh.
younger. Anyway, so so the beaches are closed in California, even though all of the experts say that
Did you say sexperts?
whatever.
Watch your
I
mouth.
fucking watch my mouth. All of the experts are saying that UV lighting, sunlight, and heat are killing the virus at rapid rate. Like if it's airborne, it dies before it's 3 feet
Well,
away from your. You know, I mean,
the
there's
ocean itself has microbes and good bacteria and
And
all that.
sharks.
Yeah, and so does actually the sand itself at the beach.
yeah,
Actually has microbes and stuff that actually
Okay.
are
and
good for you.
they're
So then-
all kind. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say. So then, what is this? If being on the beach
Right.
is healthy,
Right.
and yet they're trying to stop the spread of it, why is the government? I mean, what's their reason?
I
for
don't
doing
really,
it?
I don't really know. But the one thing that I do know about this virus is that it attacks the elderly and the morbidly obese, and they're really not looking good on the beach anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's all just a crock of shit. It's all just
well, you would think. I mean, only because like people are like, well, you got to follow the science. I'm like, well, which day is science?
yeah.
You know, last Monday,
yeah.
today,
That's
tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be glad to follow something if it would stay put.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
just
If
tell
if it
me who
wasn't
to
a
listen
moving
to.
target.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it is. It
It's
really
like
is.
playing horseshoes and someone put the pin on a fucking roller skate. You know?
Why can't you get that?
Why can't you get that?
Jeez,
What
Mike.
the hell's wrong with you, lazy fuck?
That's right. Reach for it, brother.
Right.
Stretch out a little bit.
Christ, don't even try.
Yes. But it's gotten to a point where the governors have all power and they're just ruling their
They're nuts.
states like
Yeah, they
dictators.
Yeah.
They're making
It's
emergency
crazy.
laws and health bills and all this other
Yeah.
crap and they're dictating how we're going to live our
They
lives.
took it over the top when they required that their staff carry a piss bucket around for them. That's when they took
What?
it over
I didn't
the-
hear that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, basically. So if they have to go to the bathroom, they have a staff member that carries a piss bucket around so that they don't have to interrupt their talk or anything like that or visiting.
Wait, who is pissing in the bucket?
What?
You're so full of shit.
What?
Did you ever watch History of the World Part 1?
No.
Where the
Oh.
king is Mel Brooks
Oh.
and then the piss boy,
Yeah.
Oh,
they
a
follow
long
the
time
royals
ago.
around with a piss bucket,
Yes.
literally.
Okay.
So the
God.
person
Wow.
could be speaking to
I
their
was just,
other
like, listening.
royal
Wow.
friends.
It's
Yeah.
an old
Fascinating.
movie.
Stop.
I can't
Don't-
believe that this is happening right now.
Yes.
I
have
know.
to watch
What-
this
fucked
movie.
up.
Don't listen to Mike. All right. I should have cut his mic
I
off
was
halfway through that.
totally
See, here's the
believing
thing.
it.
I knew where you were going with that, and I'm watching these two like intently listen, like you actually had something intelligent to say.
No, that's not going to happen. That's one thing I can guarantee you.
We
I
were-
Mike,
just-
We were impressed.
Mike,
yes.
That's what you should have done.
Yes, that's what I should have done.
Yeah.
I never learned.
Snore away. Huh?
I never learned.
You never learned.
As a parent, do you ever
Yes.
have your children especially when they were younger?
Mhm.
Did you ever have them do things that just didn't make any sense, but because you had that power to do it, you made them do it? So like, I'm trying to think.
Like,
when-
don't wipe your boogers on my ceiling. in
yeah,
my
or
truck.
you know what? Somebody did this to my sister.
No, I didn't do that. I just ate them.
Let's get
Not
that
f- not
straight.
No, there was a period of time where you were booger wiping. I think when I yelled at you for booger wiping is when you started consumption.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's right.
Yeah.
You didn't wipe them. You know
Well,
what?
she
You
didn't
got to
buy
help
it.
your
Grocery
immune system
shopping.
Where
for
am I
it.
supposed to put
Yeah.
them?
the immune system.
That's right.
We used to tell my sister that when we were puppy sitting and we had her take the puppy outside to go to the potty, and then when he came in, we're like, "Did he poop?" She says, "Yes." And I said, "You need to get toilet paper and wipe his ass." So there she is following this puppy around the entire apartment trying to wipe its ass.
Uh-huh.
But I did that because I had control over her, and I thought it would be funny. So is that what's happening now?
Yes.
I think so.
That's exactly what's happening
Yeah,
now. He's
I-
like, let's see how bad we can fuck this up.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We're going to
just
start wiping
I love that story,
puppies'
Tina.
asses.
It is a
My
cute
sister
story.
won't like it, but
Yeah, that's a cute story. Go wipe the puppy's asses. In fact, I hate my dogs. They don't have to wipe ever. I mean, I get into the like
You
100
don't
wipers.
hate
I hate
your
those.
Well, my dog, the only dog I've ever seen do it now since she moved in with us, I don't know, 50 years ago. She does the scoot and wipe
Oh,
where they squat down
does that mean
Oh.
and
they
they
have
take their front paws. and they
Scooch.
just
that means
Yeah.
something's wrong.
drag
Yeah,
it
they
across
have
the
worms.
bars.
Worms.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Worms.
Yeah, and it's not.
Worm.
No, she just has
Itchy
itchy ass.
itchy ass.
She's got
Yeah,
worms in there, babe.
Worms.
And we just got new carpet. I'm like,
Hemorrhoids.
bitch,
And she's leaving snail trails.
don't you dare.
Does she have giant hemorrhoids?
No, occasionally she has to have her anal glands expressed.
There you go.
Breast. They need to like
Yeah.
talk about their feelings.
Oh, nice.
Zinger.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
that's
one.
right.
Okay. I like that one.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
Oh,
good
great.
job. Good job.
I like
Becky.
that.
That's my daughter.
Of course,
yeah.
it came on the heels of something that had the word anal in it.
That's right. Well,
Whatever.
exactly.
Well, it's this show, so
Yeah,
that's a high probability.
but no, isn't that
Be
funny though
poop,
that she
ass.
thought we were downloaded 200,000 times a day?
I think it's awesome because she loves you and she believes
Yeah.
you.
I
That's
know.
right. That's right.
I
It's,
think
it's
you were
only a matter of
superhero.
time. It's
I
our
believed
numbers
him
are
too in
creeping
the
up.
beginning. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
then you learn.
I was like, that's impressive. Then I'm like, oh, Candy.
Shits. Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show. Shits.
That's
Brought to you by the Liquid Cloud Lounge at 701 Monroe Avenue. And by the time this comes out, it'll be 10 days until you can no longer buy e-liquid in New York State. So stop by the 701 Monroe Avenue if you're in the Rochester area, downtown, right at Oxford, next to Dogtown. If you want to stockpile some juice, because you're not going to be able to buy it because Andrew Hitler. What's his name? Yeah.
You and your
Anyway.
Dyslexia.
El
Yeah.
Duce.
El Duce. He's not allowing consumers to quit smoking using tools that are healthier alternatives. He wants you to smoke. So anyway, also, if you're interested, you can stop by Vape DTF, sponsor of the show. They are a New York-based company, and they have to liquidate their inventory. So they have a program right now going 2020. If you put 2020 in the checkout coupon code, you're going to get 20% off, and 2 bottles or more, you get free shipping.
Smoking.
So VapeDTF.com. It's a great, they got 5 beautiful flavors, award winners. They got Great Pixie Stick, Apple Cinnamon Cereal, Peach Kiwi Lemonade, Vanilla Ice Cream with Rainbow Sprinkles, and a Blue Raz Slushy. What's your favorite, Mike?
Blue Raz.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, man.
Although the Apple Cinnamon Cereal, I got to,
You got a thing for
For
that.
breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's an all-day vape for me. I love
Mhm.
it. That's good
Oh.
stuff. Oh, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I like
And
the-
so if you want to pick up again e-liquid, you got to stop by 701 Monroe Avenue, Liquid Cloud
Mhm.
Lounge. Anyway,
Absolutely.
so this is a good show. I like you guys.
That's handy. Yeah, we're pretty fond of you too, at least for the moment.
That's right. It's not going to last long. I can probably tell you it's not going to last long. Yeah. But yeah, no, we're in the middle of it. So, May 15th, they're going to open up construction and manufacturing, and then it looks like 2 weeks after that, they're going to open up a second phase, which is going to be barbershops and such,
I hope so.
tattoo parlors and tanning salons, which Kelly will be happy about.
Yeah.
Miss Kelly, she needs a tan. I don't know why. Nobody else has got a tan, but
Mm.
you know,
Seems to be the only one.
yeah, she'll be she'll be darker than anyone because she'll be the first in line. And then phase 3 is going to be 2 weeks after that, as long as they continue to see a decline,
Mhm.
where we're going to have restaurants and bars open.
Well, whichever ones
Woohoo.
managed to make it through.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know which ones are
you're
still
right.
left in business because that's
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Yep.
That's
Well,
going to be 4
Remember,
weeks
we're,
from
we're
May
at 6
15th.
weeks right. We're at 6 weeks right now.
Yep.
That's right.
Middle of March. We're already
Yep.
at 6 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many people can go 6 weeks without
A
business
paycheck.
being A paycheck.
Yeah. I know.
It's pretty
And,
hard.
and I got to tell you, the state system for, because I don't qualify for unemployment, right?
Right.
But I do qualify for that $600 program. And for 4 weeks, 5 weeks now, I've been trying to get through, and the
Mhm.
system keeps kicking me off, saying I have the wrong username, I have the wrong password. So I reset
yeah.
my
That's
That's
password.
really annoying.
New York State.
It's
well, a lot of
brutal.
people they can't even get their. There's people that applied 6 weeks ago for
Mhm.
straight up unemployment.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
A
I'm
bunch
like,
of my friends haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
That's
But
scary.
according to them, they're going to get back pay too. But so
yeah, your
I've been,
money's going to get there. Like,
Yeah.
great. Do you have a way to deliver to a cardboard box? Because that's where I'll
That's right.
be stationed.
Exactly.
I'm going to get a double wide though.
Yeah.
I am.
A
I'm going to
double
get
wide cardboard box.
yeah, 2
Nice.
refrigerator boxes.
You know what?
I got the
Mhm.
puppies.
You can use Nancy
right.
Pelosi's fridge boxes.
That's right.
Those
I
are
could.
extra wide.
They are nice
They are
too.
so nice.
And then
fridges.
I'll know I'll be like farting through silk when I
Well,
sleep in a
yes.
The
box
weather's
like that.
warming up. We can just sleep under the
I
bench.
can say that. I mean, that's like one pay raise. $48,000. Those 2 refrigerators.
Mhm.
Yeah, 48,000. I can say I have a $50,000
Yeah.
Sure.
home. No, I have a home that used to have $50,000 in it.
That's right.
Bitch.
They were
Oh,
nice
yeah.
fridges, though. I
What's
like
that?
They're nice fridges.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can have some.
Well,
I'd like
yeah,
them.
I know. But the audacity to flaunt that.
I know.
They got people with empty refrigerators and freezers, and you're showing,
Right.
40 to 50 gourmet $15 a piece ice cream containers. Oh, we're making it through the coronavirus with chocolate because I'm a dickwad.
You're like, okay, all right. You never
Yeah,
heard
look
of
at my
Marie Antoinette, did you?
refrigerator.
Yeah, yeah.
Let them
Yeah.
eat cake, bitch.
Stop. Doesn't she have a handler? to tell
I
her when-
know.
No,
Yeah.
shut
Yeah,
the mic.
I-
Cut her off.
Stop.
Cut her off. Don't let this shit go out. It's
Well, they're
not
busy.
good.
They're busy with Joe
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
because
Oh,
he needs
dear.
24-hour surveillance.
They
Oh,
haven't
dear.
let him out of the. He's not. He's been really. I don't know, man. Is he still alive? Because they're not letting him out to play.
Well, it doesn't matter. The Democrats are going to weekend at Bernie's his ass right up to the
That's what I was
convention.
thinking. Weekend at Bernie's. Oh my
Uncle
God.
Joe.
That's right. Creepy Uncle Joe.
I almost feel bad for him at this point.
Yeah,
I honestly, I almost feel bad. I'm like, he is. They're just pushing him along.
Oh yeah.
Like he's.
They don't even want him.
He's got little wheels on the bottom of his shoes, and they just keep pushing him forward. You know,
Right, that
he's
sounds
like, "Fuck me." Just keep your mouth moving, and shit'll come out. And the guy probably just wants to just go chill
Yeah.
and shoot people through a screen door with a shotgun. But,
Right. He's
that's one of
77
his-
years old. He's had enough.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. I think most people just want, But I hope when I'm that age, I don't want to be
So-
fucking. I don't want to have to kowtow to people and and pretty up my words. Hey, come on, Jesus! I just want to say what I want to say and do what I want to
Yeah.
do. At that point. you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's. I mean, you earn the right, right?
But with Bernie, dude, I hope I'm in that kind of shape when I'm his age. That guy's just a fireball, man. Just rock. I mean, he had a
He
heart
just had
attack
a
and
heart
everything.
attack,
And,
yeah.
and psh, came right back. Boom.
Yep.
Ba-da-ba,
Yep.
dip,
3
dip.
weeks later, I'm ready to go.
He's got more energy than my 17-year-old.
He's- But he's no Mick Jagger. I mean, come on.
No, and he's definitely no Keith Richards.
That's right.
Well, Keith Richards died like in 1983, I think.
That's
yeah.
right.
But-
We were trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Did he have a heart
I don't think he has a
replacement?
heart.
Yeah.
No, he had.
It's
he had
filled with
something
formaldehyde, and
his
it's on the
valve
it's on the
or
mantle at
He has a-
Mick Jagger's house.
That's right. He has a toaster and 3D batteries.
He does. Oh,
Yes.
that's what it is.
He's
You were
my
going to
hero.
interject something. You going to say something?
Come on.
Oh, it's really not that funny. It's just that I saw some tweets that Joe Biden's just been dead for like a couple of weeks, and they've just been pushing along his dead body.
That's hilarious.
Weekend at
Oh,
Bernie's.
thanks,
Weekend
Tina.
at Bernie's.
That's
I don't
right.
know what that reference is.
Oh, Weekend at
Weekend at
Bernie's.
Bernie's. You've
Oh,
never
there's a
seen it?
movie, Weekend at Bernie's, where 2 guys want to hang out at this rich man's
Place.
Beach
In the
house.
in the
beach house, and
Hamptons.
it was in Nantucket or whatever,
Yeah,
the
one of
Hamptons.
those.
Yeah.
All right, so it's like a
multi-million-dollar house. It's their boss, and they get invited, and they want to meet a girl, and they want to get a job, or they want to do something.
Party.
Yeah, the big party that he was having at his house. They finally get invited down to this, and he farts and falls over before the party starts, and they carry him around because they don't want anyone to know that he's
that's
died.
funny.
Right.
They
We
prop
were on
his
the same
eyes open.
page.
Yeah.
Yes.
And little did I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a fun little movie. We should find that.
Yeah, let's have
Yeah,
a
we
little
should
movie
find
night.
a little movie
Yeah.
night. Weekend at Bernie's is a great one.
It is. It is funny.
That is a good
like,
one.
Like part 7 got a little old, but
Did they do more than
they
one?
did.
it was just a skeleton dragging around.
No.
Yeah, it's not really selling anymore.
They didn't do more than one, did they?
Yes,
They
they
did.
did.
Dick Clark, New Year's
Oh,
Eve every year.
Oh,
Uh,
Tina, well done. Wow, Tina. Even the crowd likes that. Yeah,
I miss
there-
Dick.
There's a little
That
belly
didn't sound
laugh,
right.
little knee slap,
Shit.
little chuckle.
Hope he doesn't
A little
sound
giggle.
Like
That's really funny. I hope they do that with me with this show.
that. Yeah.
You know, just get my mouth moving. I'm
no
like
one can be
Mr.
as loud
Ed.
as you, though. They'll know it's not real.
I know.
Right.
Nobody's got my quick wit.
Sure.
Not even you.
Sure. That's right. I know, but when you get it, fucking return it, okay? Please, it's mine. Anyway, so what else? Talk to me.
I think we're all just sitting tight, hanging on for the sunshine, and actually the sun just came out. You might have missed it.
Blinked.
Yeah.
It's gone.
So I thought spring was coming, and then we got snow the other day.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
and then a hard frost thing yesterday. So yeah, it's been a long winter, and it doesn't seem like I will not be surprised if there's snow on the 4th of July.
Oh, no, I think we're moving out of it. I mean, I looked at the 10-day, and it's starting to creep up into
Oh,
the
good.
50s and 60s. So,
Good.
we still got some overnight lows.
At least you see the sun sometimes.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because truthfully, I don't even mind the snow as long as it's sunny out.
Yeah.
That gunmetal
sun.
gray that we get for
Ooh.
5 months here in the upstate New York area
That's a
sucks.
tough one. It's
Yeah.
a tough one.
In May, I don't
Mhm.
want snow.
No.
And it
Mm-mm.
snows on Mother's Day a lot.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better get out
Someone
there
told me that
shopping.
last night
Mhm.
was not ready for
Yeah.
that.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
My mom doesn't even want to see me right now because of quarantine.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Well, it's not like she's like, don't come. Like, we might go for like a social distance bike ride. My
Oh.
mom's a hypochondriac. Like, she
Yeah.
doesn't want.
Oh.
Oh.
So is
Oh,
my
yeah,
grandma.
bad.
I remember when Emma puked all over your mom.
Oh.
She was a baby, but it was like
Oh, God.
it was gushes and buckets of just vomit all over your mom.
Oh, I bet she loved
Oh,
it.
yeah.
She
Oh,
was
yeah.
so mad at me.
Oh, yeah, she's still mad at you.
that
I
will do
know. I know.
Yeah, Emma.
Emma,
We told that story.
you did.
No,
the
no,
pee
no,
story?
no, no,
Oh,
no.
you already
no,
told the
no.
no-no story?
Yeah, I did. We did it
Oh,
a couple
when I
weeks
rolled
ago.
over
We
into
were
her
talking.
pee.
That's
Yeah.
when she peed. You had to
Yeah.
get her shit.
Emma wet me too, Dad. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago we did
Oh, I
that. We were
remember
talking.
that,
I don't know
yeah.
how it came up, but we just,
Yeah.
meandering like we do.
Yes.
It
And
just-
somehow we always stop up at the poop and pee
That's
exit.
We do.
right. That's why
Because-
we are the number 2 podcast in the internet today.
That's right.
And poop is funny.
It's
That's
always
right.
funny.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's always
My friend just
good.
shit his pants the other day.
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, good for him, right?
Yeah. I would.
It's
poop
a
my
prerequisite to get on this show.
That's
Running.
right. Have you
Running.
shit your pants? No, we'll wait.
Running.
when you run. Yeah.
And you poop a little.
Yeah. So
That's why I
sometimes
don't
I
run.
pooped a lot.
Oh.
You had to throw the clothes out.
Yeah.
If
On
you
the
run
way.
really far and you haven't pooped, that's what clears you out. And
Right?
I'm so old that I've pooped my pants a couple times while I was running.
Mm.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a poop stool?
No.
Oh, it's really good to have
Okay.
it to have your
Oh,
feet
yeah. No, I
elevated
do.
it really just whatever the system is, it,
It
just
is.
goes right.
Yeah.
It's like a straight.
Well,
line.
it's like a
Right.
dog.
Right.
You're
That's
right.
that's because dogs squat.
Yeah, and people in other countries
Yeah.
like don't even have seats; they just squat and hold on to some shit in
Yeah.
the hole.
Yeah.
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 No,
Yeah.
you're right.
I
I
mean, know
put
what they're
my
doing.
feet up on the toilet seat since my early 20s, since
Oh.
I've been constipated. So
Oh, did you ever what if you're peeing? Does it ever go straight out of the?
no. No, I don't have a penis.
I just imagine that the trajectory is
Jesus
up.
Christ.
Nope.
We're just gonna let them take over the show.
Nope, the lips are.
Should I
not
just turn?
hanging down.
Should I turn the mics off? I should just turn.
So stressed out.
Go ahead. No,
And
continue.
that-
Remember when I told you guys last time I was on about how I saw Grandma Perry and my great grandma Perry? I thought she had a penis.
Oh,
'cause
that's
she was-
right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
She's like
Yeah.
85, but we don't get penises as we get older. They just get flappier,
Yeah.
and the pee doesn't go all over. It just goes down.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, that's okay.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
I had an uncle who was terrorized by a bidet that he didn't expect.
Bidets sound wonderful.
His-
I wanna get
What
one of
happened to
those.
him?
Well, his
Yeah.
son,
That's right.
his
Great
son,
He
had
died, but his asshole was
married
clean.
an Asian girl,
Oh.
and he
Every
really liked
man's
the culture,
fantasy.
and so he had put it in his house and didn't let his father know. It's my uncle, it's an old Italian guy, and goes in the bathroom and flies off the toilet like, holy God! You know? Can you imagine not knowing?
If you didn't know,
Yeah,
and
no,
all of a
fine.
sudden,
It's like bad enough
Especially
when
if the
it, like,
water is
splashes you.
cold.
Yeah.
you would think that it wasn't water. You'd think
Yeah.
it was like a snake or something
Yeah.
coming out.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You
There's a
know.
little force behind that.
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
a little there. You know, there's
Yeah,
some
it's a
cleansing
bit
qualities
much.
there.
I will say though, as you know something, I made a purchase recently that I'm going to admit to in public.
Oh, here we go.
I bought a product.
The
Called-
clamps.
They're called Dude Wipes.
Oh, dude wipes.
Oh, flushable
Yeah.
wipes?
Dude Wipes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Wha-
butt wipes.
Yeah, they're butt wipes.
They've
Yeah.
had those
I just
around for a
started using
million
those too.
years.
I feel so fresh.
Yeah.
It really gets
I
in the
love them.
They're also called diapers, diaper wipes.
Oh, diaper wipes.
Diaper
yeah.
wipes.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
They're really
But
But do
these
they
are
have-
nicer because it's more of a manly little, like a, package.
Is it
Right,
like
in
a
case you're
garbage
insecure.
can?
But it's pretty much the same fucking thing.
Yeah. It's the baby wipes in a garbage can.
Yeah,
Smells
my
like a
kids are like,
forest.
"What the fuck did you get, Dad?" I'm like, "Just fucking leave me alone."
That's
okay?"
right.
I said, "You know,
I gotta go clean the fur
you know
back
what?"
there.
I said, "Get used to this because you'll be wiping my ass with these in about 20 years."
Yeah.
Thank you very
That's right.
Yeah.
You're going with 20, huh?
much. We'll see.
70. That's a little.
That's a
young to-
little young.
That's a little long to be
All
wiping
right,
your ass.
80.
Yeah.
80?
All right.
80,
I
maybe.
think 85
Dude,
and
if I
then
make it to 85, that's going to be a fucking miracle. Do you know what I've done to my body?
That's right. I don't really want to hear about it. Mike.
Yeah, nothing you haven't done.
Is
Well,
that
you've
you,
never
Mike?
did it to my body. but-
Is that you, Mike?
No, I don't know what that sound is.
That's you slapping yourself.
Oh.
We're all like looking around.
Like, what is that? I'm
What
not
is that
doing
fucking
it.
noise?
I don't know. Oh.
Appropriate.
That's enough of
But
that.
that's what you're getting for Christmas.
What? Oh,
Dude
fucking.
wipes.
You're getting dude wipes.
Oh, dude wipes.
Dude
They're gonna get
wipes.
me one of those, the kazoos to make that noise.
That's
Whatever
right.
What's that called? A flute whistle? What the fuck is that called?
Penny whistle?
Trombone.
I don't know.
No, what with the little.
I don't know.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
Trombone.
yeah.
Oh,
Piccolo. Piccolo.
no,
No.
a
little
slide. It's just
slide
like a
whistle.
slide. wi-
Slide
Yes,
whistle. That's
that's
it.
it.
Slide whistle.
Good job,
Got it.
everyone.
That's
You
it.
did it.
Yeah,
we
we
did it
got
as
it.
a group.
That's right. We had
Yay.
to.
We're awesome.
Oh yeah, that's a group think for stupid people.
Figuring out.
Come up with
words.
one fucking idea between the four of us.
We're like
Wow.
the dumb version of the Borg.
Car crash for Mike.
Completely fucking geek reference.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
I know.
Hey, it's
Sorry.
I
terrible.
stopped listening.
Yeah.
Where am I?
That's right. I wanted to turn my headphones off.
Oh, God.
Anyway, yeah, there we go. I mean, it
was a
is
hell of
what
a
it
show.
is. A hell of a show.
Hell of a
Yeah, I mean,
show.
we're at time. I mean, we can talk a few more minutes. I don't know what to
Yeah.
talk about though.
I
Do you think
know.
anybody's still listening at this point? An hour
No.
and 22 minutes
Nope.
Usually
Yeah.
yours are like 140, right?
in. Sometimes we go. You know, we
Having a real good
did
day.
an hour. We thought hours were the right way to go, but you know,
Yeah.
as we get shorter and shorter, or longer and longer, more and more people listen. So who knows? Maybe they really like what we're saying.
It's
I
possible.
mean, we are the number 2 podcast on the internet today.
Well,
Or
Shit.
we're like white noise, and they just put us on. to
That's
go-
Right,
okay
right,
too.
right.
That's all right. I don't care.
We
You know,
don't
we're
just go to
on.
sleep.
I need 85,000 downloads a week, and we're fine.
That's
All right,
right.
we can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
perfect.
So, well, that's all I have. That's really all I have. I want to thank our sponsors. We got Hemp Perfection. If you
Mhm.
stop by buyhempperfection.com, you can check in or check out with the McRib 10 coupon code and get 10% off and always free shipping. DTF Vape DTF Juice or vapedtf.com. I apologize. That is 2020. You get 20% off your order, and 2 bottles or more you get free shipping. And they're a New York company, so support them because they're going to go underground here in a couple minutes.
Aw.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Adolf Cuomo. I mean, Andrew Hitler.
Yeah.
That damn guy. Anyway, so he's denying us access, and I don't know you know this acronym or not, but access stands for Andrew Cuomo can eat some shit, and he is our first place stupid. He gets the award forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a stand-in.
That's a stand. Yeah, he is the honorary
You sent
first
him-
place stupid.
That's
you
right.
gave him a T-shirt.
I did. I sent him
That's
one.
right.
It was like an extra small though, so his nipple rings were probably poking
Oh
Oh.
my God,
Through
his
the
nipple
A-
rings.
the A and the S. The A and the
Definitely
S
has
were
them.
like fucking.
Oh, they're there.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Capitalized.
Yeah, and it was
More.
like I did. I sent him like a girly extra small because you know that's the kind of man I think he is.
Yeah.
You know, he sits when he pees. He plays with his nipple rings. He's probably into that choking, masturbating thing.
Right.
Uh,
That's right.
Scumbag.
You know, my
Yeah.
buddy was telling me the other day his father caught him jerking off, and
Just the
His
other
father
day.
said, "Hey, you do that, you're gonna go blind." He said, "Dad, I'm over here."
Ba-dum-bum. All right, on that note, we're signing off. Thanks, Big Mikey P, for that walkout joke that he gave us. The Riblette, who we love so much. I'm so glad you came into the studio and talked with us
Too.
today.
Thanks
and
for having
Tina, we
me.
love you. And don't forget about Sylvan Starlight
Starlight.
Creations. SylvanStarlightCreations.com, where you can take classes, you can take courses, you can learn to be an artist, or if you're already if you decided you want to be an artist, you want to be an aficionado. She represents over 100 artists who have their wares on that Sylvan Starlight Creations.com.
Is it
And
S-I or S-Y?
it's S-Y, Sylvan, 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 Sylvan Starlight Creations. That's a mouthful,
It is.
especially for someone who mumbles like I do. Anyway, so, check her out, Sylvia Siri, and she was awesome in the studio today. And that's all we have. I'm McRib, and I'm saying goodbye. Please be stupid.